There's trouble. Big trouble.
うん。暇つぶしにはなるかな。いい試合になりそうだな。
を求めて正解でしたよ。ちゃんと脅してやるか。甘いですよ。ちゃんと脅してやるか。ちゃんと脅してやるか。そこですか。無駄だ。甘いですよ。ちゃんと脅って。
Siwa, my home, the sacred oasis.
I thought he was dead.
Our Medjay, the last protector, our prayers are answered. Siwa has not been the same.
I hope you are here to rid us of Medunamine.
Be my eyes, Senu. This temple resembles a fortress. What has happened?
Get out of my way.
There you are, Medunamon. The next masked one on my list. Now it is my turn to tip the balance of Anubis. Better be careful here.
I should go drop these priests in the desert. Let us stand to take them.
A fine bow.
If the people see these dead priests, they will surely revolt.
It is too dangerous. I will pass for now. Guide me, Senu. Medunamon. You will die, Medunamon.
Die, you bastard! Going to kill you for that!
See what is mine!
Finally.
We were a crew, and she left us with nothing. We're gonna end this, starting now.
Get me close to him, and I'll take care of the rest. Oh, look out! Damn it!
This guy does not want us touching his cargo!
There's something much bigger going on here. Get down! Hey, Matt. You built this all yourself?
An artist can turn any scrap into a supercar.
This crew right here, that's the future.
We own these streets, Tyler, and the house always wins.
Well, not tonight it didn't.
than 10 years after the events of Crackdown 2, agencies thrust back into action after this large global-scale attack. That attack is tracked back to a new island called New Providence. The agency knows very little about this island. They only know that it's controlled and operated by an organization that calls itself Terra Nova. So the agency comes rocking up. They expect to be the saviors. They come in with that agency-style hubris, and it doesn't quite go the way they expected. So players are released into the city, and your goal is to dismantle Terra Nova in any way you can.
Great, and we're seeing some gameplay on screen here, so talk us through this a little bit. We're seeing these amazing Crackdown weapons that we know and love, this verticality, jumping all over the place. Talk us through this.
Yeah, so what you're seeing here is we're fighting over a monorail station. So the hierarchy, the criminal empire in Crackdown 3, every crime boss has a part of the world that they own, a job, some part of the organization that they're responsible for. So I just took out the monorail station. That's now turned that into a supply point for us. And now I'm moving on, and this is an enforcer hardpoint. So the enforcer is essentially the police force of the organization of the island. And so here this is a holding pen for political captives and other civilians, and you come in and free them, and then we're going to move on down. And so you'll see too, as you level up, you have all your 5 skills along the left. That's our skills for kills system.
Right.
That's this crazy exponential power curve. So at the beginning of the game, you're throwing rocks, but as you level up your strength, suddenly you're throwing fuel trucks. And everything you do is about orbs. And Crackdown's all about verticality.
Thank you for bringing the orbs back. I just want to say, on behalf of everyone who's ever played Crackdown before, thank you. I look forward to stressing out about finding everything.
Exactly.
Hey, I've got a note here that you're going to reveal the gang's bite back system and the kingpin feedback as well. Can we talk about that?
So the gang's bite back system is all about how that criminal empire reacts to what the player does. So like I said, every part of that, every crime boss in the organization has a job. They have something that they own, whether it's the monorail stations or the local police force or the precinct. And the idea is that the player has to figure out what they care about. The player goes and attacks that and dismantles it. So you're either destroying their machinery or somehow disrupting their business. Of course, that pisses them off. So that creates what we call retaliations. So these retaliations are dynamic. They happen anywhere in the world as you start to piss off these crime bosses. So you'll have a fight in an area that was completely different than my own because of who you had pissed off by that point you'd reached in the game. And then as you attack them and you draw them out, and you draw out those retaliations and you deal with those problems, eventually those bosses come for you and they come out personally. So you're drawing them into the world, and those boss fights are dynamic. They can happen anywhere in the city, and all of this gives us one of our key goals with Crackdown is so that every playthrough feels personal. It feels like the game was reacting to the choices you made.
Love that.
And the feedback system that you talked about a little bit, as you see in the game, you'll see all this beautiful digital signage. So the game takes place in kind of a near futuristic city. So you got this great kind of digital signage. And that is the way for the captains, the lieutenants. They're going to come and find you where you are, and they're going to threaten you right to your face using that signage. So essentially, they can find you no matter what point in the game you are and start to issue you those threats. And it's really kind of surprising in your gameplay. But yeah, they are mad, and they're letting you know, and they're using the city to tell you and talk to you personally.
That's great. Yeah. So you're never safe in Crackdown, but of course, you've got a wide range of amazing agency weaponry to take care of those gang bosses. Tell us about some of the weapons in the game.
Yeah, so let Clint talk about his favorite weapon.
All right.
He's got some good ones.
So one of my favorites is we call the Singularity weapon, and you'll see it a bit in the video here in a minute. This weapon, everything in Crackdown is physical. You can pick up cars and throw them. If you pound lampposts, they turn into weapons. Well, the Singularity weapon pulls everything in. So you fire it, it creates a black hole, it sucks in cars and enemies and props, combines them, and then blows everything up. And because Crackdown has this crazy exponential curve, and that combined with everything being physical, that gun ends up having hilarious and amazing results.
Yeah. Me, I'm more of a strength person, Graham.
Clearly.
Clearly, can't you tell? And I love the idea of throwing trucks, dumpsters at people. Like, that's how I'm going to play. I'm going to basically just throw my stuff at everybody.
All right, because the agent himself, or herself, is a weapon, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
everything is a weapon.
Indeed, that's the world of Crackdown. Nicole, Clint, thank you so much. I can't wait to get down and play hands-on later, so I'll see you there.
What would you do if the world you knew was gone? All the comforts, the simple pleasures you took for granted. How would you protect yourself and the ones you love when the protectors can't even save themselves?
The army's pulling out. Come on. Last truck, get in.
Want some of this? How about you?
How will you decide who belongs?
Thanks. I owe you.
How will you choose a place to call home? How will you build it? Work together to defend it. From the terror just outside the walls. When you get hungry, cold, what risks will you take? What mistakes will you make? When the only family you've got is about to tear itself apart, will you end a life?
Wait.
Or save it?
Please.
This is our only one, but we need everybody we've got.
Too deep and realize no one gets a second chance.
How will you find the strength to carry on? In this world of the living and the dead, how will you survive?
Freelancer.
Fraxley?
Listen, there's trouble. Big trouble.
What did you do?
I made a mistake. I hired some people. They weren't freelancers. I know. They said they could handle it, and the price was right. I thought maybe...
Unbelievable.
You're right. It was stupid. I'm sorry. But they're still out there. Somewhere. If you could just bring them back. Anything you need.
I'll get to it tomorrow.
All right.
In the world of Anthem, you and your friends are freelancers, the heroes who leave the safety of the walls of Fort Tarsus to explore the unknown and protect humanity. Let's join 2 players as they head out on an expedition.
Hey, Paul. You ready to go?
I'm just grabbing some supplies, just about ready.
What are you gonna use today?
I decided to go with the Colossus.
I'm gonna use my Ranger. Try out some new upgrades.
Every player will own an array of exosuits we call Javelins. These suits give players superhuman capabilities and are heavily customizable so they look and play how you want.
Bam! Looking good. Nice, you've got a mortar equipped.
Yeah, I got it on the weekend. You lead the way, I'll follow.
This is a vast open world you explore with your friends. Each Javelin exosuit has its own unique playstyle. The Ranger is balanced and all-purpose, while the Colossus is a tanking powerhouse.
All right, let's see what's up here.
The world of Anthem is hostile, and threats can come from any direction. It's a dynamic world where the unexpected is around every corner.
I'm not sure we want to use all our supplies on this guy.
Yeah, he seems like a problem for another day.
We're getting some fire from up ahead.
I'll go low. You flank.
Hang in there. Almost there. Have you been in there yet?
I haven't. We should do that later with Kim.
Yeah, you could use the XP. Hello, treasure. I think we got some action up ahead.
Anyone, we're under attack. Anyone in the area, we're under attack.
I think that's part of Praxley's mission.
You can equip your Javelin exosuit with gear that brings devastating power to combat.
Oh, there are a lot of scars down there. Oh, the scars have a heavy.
Have time to use that mortar. Give me some covering fire. There's a bunch more coming in.
Okay, I'll get this round.
Thanks.
Oh, come on. Be something good. Oh, yes! Jer's Wrath.
Oh, nice.
Large-scale world events like Shaper Storms are dynamic and pull you off the beaten path with the promise of new stories to discover.
Oh, shipper storm incoming. Okay, actually, let's get some more people. Hold on a sec.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
I'm right behind you. Whoa. This storm is getting crazy. So what are we supposed to do? Fly into him?
Alright, let's do this.
See you on the other side.
Our story is out there.
So it is true.
You killed me.
And yet you live. What is that like? To die and live again? Do you feel pain? Do you suffer?
What of the city? Of the Palantir?
The Nazgul have taken both. They belong to the Dark Lord now.
Then I have failed.
What if you keep fighting?
Wheels to light Galadriel. We can recover the ring.
Your rings are the cause of all this, Elf Lord.
You can see him.
I see him.
Who are you?
I'm the Blade of Galadriel.
Since when does Galadriel work with assassins?
Great threats make for unlikely alliances. You know this better than most. Now tell me more about this ring.
We crafted it to defeat Sauron. But it was lost.
The Nazgul will be drawn to the power of the ring.
We cannot let it fall into Sauron's hands. The light of Galadriel, give it to us!
Stay your hand! My light will protect us, but it will not leave my side.
We must move quickly.
Try to keep up.